Ladies, I want y'all to take a walk with me for a second. This one for us. This is not for the fellas. I'm talking y'all today about toxic femininity. So we don't like to talk about that. We don't want to hear that. We always want to blame everything on the men. But it's our fault too. Because if we just took a little bit more responsibility, things would change. And what was that movie that Spike Lee did? Where all the girls held out on the men so that the men would get their act together? Yeah, that's real rap. They only going to do what we tell them to do. I put a video on my page yesterday where Don't Call Me White Girl was talking about a lot of the reason these killings are going on is these guys out here either trying to impress these females or because a female done caught them all over exaggerating, getting things all started. When we supposed to be the ones who stop it. We not supposed to be instigating a mess. We supposed to be calming it down. On the front lines, the women is the ones out there begging our men to calm down and, jumping in front of them and all of that kind of stuff because the woman, the softness of the woman will change their heart and change their mind. Might not stop it and save them every time, but for the most part, it's the softness and the femininity that does it for us. See, we so caught up in being bad bitches and boss bitches. Well, don't get me wrong. I consider myself a boss bad bitch most of the time, but you gotta earn that title. You gotta know how to play all the roles. You can't just be hard all the time. And I'm a tomboy, and I can roll with the best of them. But when it's time to be amongst men or be with my significant other, I'm throwing that femininity on because they don't need all that. If they want to be around masculinity, they can go hang out with the fellas. They don't need you being all that all the time, throwing all these retarded standards and ridiculousness to pressure on them instead of, being gentle and nurturing towards them. You ever check yourself? You got all these women out here sad and upset because they don't have a man or they can't have a lasting relationship, or they saying, well, why the big girl got a man, or why the ugly girl got a man, or how she got 5 baby daddies and she just got married. You know what? Because they probably know the secret that you ain't trying to get into. They understand the power and the privilege of femininity, the divinity in it. We too busy trying to be something that we're not supposed to be, and that's why the story's not working well for you. Can't sleep at night every night with a pile of money and think it's gonna make you happy for the rest of your life. Yeah, sure. There's some people out there that could do that, but the truth of the matter is most of the time they lying. They're miserable because we not put here to want to earn money. I guess that's where they're saying the root to all evil is money, or the money is the root to all evil. It's not it's not loving money that's the problem. Everybody loves to have money. It's the lust and the desire and the greed behind money and the selfishness behind money that is the problem. That's why they say the love of money is the root to all evil. Not because you love to have nice things and take care of yourself. It's because you want to go too far. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, that's for everybody, but I'm talking about the women right now. The women who don't want to be feminine, who want to play both roles unnecessarily. And if you got to step up because of your situation, that's it. But you still not supposed to lose your femininity. You understand what I'm saying? That's why I say the toxic femininity is the root to toxic masculinity, because we can turn it around. We have the power to. We are the nurturers. We are the lovers. Outwardly we seem more emotional, but we're the transmuters of emotion as women. We show all that emotion because that's us shedding it so that we can be ready for the next venture. When you have kids, when you have family, when you have control over households and situations, you're going to go through emotion. That's why women are so strong in that aspect. But instead of us wanting to be the best at it, we just want to be selfish and entitled and irresponsible and expect everybody to do things for us all the time. You want your man to be everything all the time and then think he's going to be happy with it. No, ma'am. No, Now, I'm not giving the men a pass for being, bad to their women, whatever. But the women, is no pass either way. Being righteous is being righteous, whether you a man or a woman. But you have to start within. And you got to realize that if some of the shit you doing ain't working, it's because you need to check it. And just because it seems like the trending thing to do, or it seems like, or because you heard that before, or you see other people doing it, that don't make it right. Especially don't make it right in your life. See, we want to blame all the time. We want to always place the blame instead of starting from where we are, looking in the mirror and checking our own selves. None of us is perfect. They want to talk about stuff like, oh, well, trauma starts in the household. True. But when you get to be an adult, you're responsible for your own existence. Can't blame it on your parents anymore. You need therapy, go get it. You need yoga, go find a class. You need to meditate, sit outside in the yard and put your feet in the dirt. Whatever the case may be, you need to pray, go pray. And if you're struggling, go find somebody that's stronger than you to help you. Stop being afraid to ask for help. This shit is just going to keep it going over and over and over again. The cycle is going to continue and get worse, and it's never going to be fixed if we don't turn this shit around. Real rap. It's on us. That's it.